Hi everyone, Joe here. How are you? Welcome back to another one of my Get Ready for 2019 fall series. And in today's video, I'm not actually going to be making any arrangements for a change. It's kind of like a jumble of a few different things. Some stuff I'm getting ready for the family room, some stuff I'm getting ready for the formal living room, and some other things that I wanted to show you for the dining room. So it's just a quick little video for you to see, we've been keeping track of where I'm going and what I'm doing. And hopefully next week, since it will be the first week of September, I'll actually start decorating. I'm very happy that a lot of you have subscribed or followed me on my Facebook channel, the Facebook page Designed by Joe. And it should be right below me. I'm going to put that on there so you can see that. I'm also going to put the URL there because some people did have trouble locating the page for some reason. I don't know why. I really don't know how Facebook honestly really works, but I'm going to put that there. If you do follow me on that Facebook page, Designed by Joe, tag me in your photos. This way it will show up directly on that page and not just in my news feed, so that other people that go to the page can see other things that you've been working on, which is what we want to share with each other. So what I've seen so far is absolutely beautiful. There are so many talented people out there. It's absolutely amazing. So once again, this is just a quick little video of a couple of things that I put together, and I hope you enjoy it. If you just stumbled on me and you take a look at some of the other stuff that I do and you like it, please consider subscribing to my channel. It doesn't cost anything for you to do that, and also put the notification bell on so you don't miss anything I do. Okay, everybody, take care, and I'll talk to you at the end of this video. Okay, a little thing that I'm working on is in the family room, I'm going to be using a lot of pumpkins, orange and burgundy and white. And so what I did was I went to the Dollar Tree and I got some of those orange carvable pumpkins, and I just mixed up some crimson color with a little bit of black, and I painted these. So that one I just got done painting, and let me show you what I did then with it. I then used high gloss polyurethane for it. It's right here. See, I used this polyurethane clear gloss, and I think it looks really neat. It looks altogether different from the matte to the shiny. I like the shiny. I mean, some people might like the matte, but I do like the shiny. Pumpkins do have a waxy, keratin on them. I mean, I know it's not this shiny, but I do like it, and I think it'll pick up some of the lighting and stuff. So I'm kind of happy with that. It's looking like a big tomato on this, but in person, it really doesn't. Okay, so shopping isn't something that I really enjoy doing. In fact, I very rarely go shopping. If you ask Marianne, she'll tell you that she does not bring me food shopping, especially. I can't stand that. Those stores, it's just too slow, and I always get on the wrong line and everything. But anyway, I was inspired by Kenya from Kenya's Corner. I hope you check out her channel. She's also doing a Tuscan style autumn this year. She has absolutely beautiful things, and she went to the thrift store the other day, and I watched that YouTube, and I was like, let me try it. I've never been to the thrift store. Let me take a look. Well, I'm so happy I went, because take a look at this, what I found here. This little jar here, it's like a cookie jar, but it's for biscotti, and it reminds me of something that my grandmother had in the house, and it just, I think it's perfect for what I'm doing this year, and I just enjoy having it. It just is so neat looking. And what was really great was inside is Nonni's recipe for biscotti. So that's a biscotti if you don't know what it is. So I think that was a great thing, and it was only $4.99, so I was really glad that I found that. I also found these 4 plates, and I think they look very old world as well. Something that my grandmothers would have. Here's one with apples on it. Here's one with a grape motif. This one has a little bit different grapes. There's some plums and grapes, and that one has pears and apples. So I think they're going to look great in the china closet with some of the other things that I'm planning to put in there, which I'll show you when I do the dining room. And I also found this, though the 4 of those were $4.99, and I also found this for $4.99, which matches 2 of the vases that I have from the Christmas tree shop that I'm going to be putting up on top of the china closet along with this. So I only got this stuff right here, but I was really glad with it, especially with this. I really love this little thing. So I just wanted to share that with you before I actually put it in its place. Okay, so I had this idea for the mirror above the mantle in the formal living room. And I'm using these icicle lights. And the reason I'm using these is because it's a short strand, number one. And number two is it'll give just a little bit of twinkle up there. And I think it'll be really neat looking. So what I did was I took painter's tape right here, and I covered up all the lights with the painter's tape. It only took a few minutes to do that. And now I'm going to paint this orange, and then I'm going to cover it with leaves. So it looks like leaves falling and little lights twinkling in them. So the next thing, I'm just going to paint this. Okay, so there you go. I spray painted this. It took about 3 coats actually, try to get all the different sides. If I miss some, whatever, you're not even going to see it. But at least it'll blend in to what I'm going to do with this. So, I mean, you can do this. You just have to make sure you cover kind of the lights. It was a little bit of a pain taking the tape off, even if it's this blue painter's tape, and that comes off easy. But, so don't make it so tight around the light that it's going to drive you crazy when you take it off. So now what I'm going to do is I was going to tape leaves onto here, but I think I'm just going to hot glue them on. So that will be the next part of this little project here. Okay, so that's those lights, and I painted that cord orange, and you can barely see it. And then I just hot glued these leaves randomly all over there, and I took the wreath down and I hung it up there over the mirror on this in the mantle in the living room. So that's my first thing that I started here. And also what I did was, these are not my fall trees because I am going to do a fall tree, but this is not one of them. These are just the 2 topiaries that I have on each side of the fireplace. And what I simply did was I added in, there were white lights on it already, and I just added in some white and amber lights, and then I added in these leaves and also some grapevine you can see is twisting through the topiary as well. And I don't know what I'm going to do on the bottom there. I'm not putting them in baskets because my paisans would not use those apple baskets for something in the house. That was for the yard. So actually, an Italian would more or less want to use something that was concrete, cement, because we even like to make shoes for people out of cement, when they do something nice. So I'm just joking. But anyway, I'm not using those the apple bushels like I usually use. I love them. I have a lot of them. But I like I told you before, I am not doing, the house is not farmhouse, and it isn't country. So it just doesn't, go right. So I'm trying to leave it more, old world looking. All right, let me put the lights on so you can see what it looks like, but it's bright in here. All right, so it's a little bit difficult to see because it's so bright in here, and I shut the blinds, but it's still very bright. But you can see that the icicle lights just give like a very soft kind of twinkle in the leaves, and I think at night it's going to look really nice. And with that big piece that I made, remember that piece that I made for the mantle, that's going to go here, so it should reach up almost to where those leaves are falling, and I think it's going to look pretty neat. So let me try to back up without getting blurry here. And then on each side I have these two topiaries. These are not my autumn trees. I am making one. This is just, for this room to pick up the color. And I think when it's all, decked out, it's gonna look pretty good. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video today. It's a little bit of jumble of stuff. I just wanted to get something out to you guys. And I want to wish everybody here in the States a very happy Labor Day weekend. For those of you, my global friends that don't know what that means, that's the unofficial ending of summer here in the United States. Summer's not over by far, but it's the unofficial time because a lot of kids are back in school and people get back into their normal routines and whatnot. So everybody have a great Labor Day weekend, and I'll be seeing you next week going full force again. And don't forget, if you want to look me up on Facebook, Designs by, one word, Joe, and you can follow me there. And if you tag me with your photos, they'll go directly to that page and I'll be able to see them very easily. So once again, take care, everybody. It was, great doing this for you. And don't forget, if you just stumbled on me and you were anticipating what I might be doing, subscribe and put that notification bell on, and I'll be seeing you all really soon. Okay, everybody, take care.